Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video of mine. So today's video is actually going to be really different. I know you guys can already tell from the title what this video is going to be about, and I decided to make a video about crystals and why I use them, because over quarantine I really had I guess you could say a spiritual awakening, and I've just kind of started, you know, diving into new spirituality, new religion, if you will, and just, you know, strengthening my connection to God and just reassessing my connection with spirit, okay? And so one of the things that I started doing was using crystals for healing work. So I know a lot of you are probably like, what are crystals for, or how can they benefit me if I decided I wanted to get into using crystals? So holding crystals or placing them near your body promotes spiritual, physical, and emotional healing. Crystals do this by positively interacting with your body's energy field and or your chakras, okay? So that is how we know crystals work. Crystals come from the earth. You guys, literally, this is like a natural way to heal. People have been using crystals for centuries. They're not just rocks. They're not just rocks, okay? You guys, crystals are an amazing way to just have a better day to day. You can meditate with crystals. You can use them to align your chakras. You can actually carry your crystals on you for protection. You can use crystals to keep your spirits high. You can use crystals to connect more with spirit and with God. And there's crystal magic. There's just so many things that you can do with crystals. And yeah, so today I just kind of want to dive in a little bit about the crystals that I have, what I specifically use them for. So each crystal has a specific element. Not all crystals do the same things. So I know for my black tourmaline, this absorbs all the negative energy that you come in contact with. So before we get into what each crystal is about, first I just want to talk about where I got my crystals and how they landed in my possession, okay? So, once I've had my spiritual awakening, I found this African botanica store. It's called Yeye's spiritual supply store, and that's where I go to get all of my African supplies, my Florida water, my incense, my crystals, my sage, you name it. Because as a black person, I'm not going to go to a white botanica. I'm going to go to a black botanica because black people were the originators of root work and healing work. That's another story. So yeah, of course, support black business anyways. But yeah, so when I went to the botanica, that's actually when I got my first crystals, and my first crystals were these rose quartz crystals. So they say when you are going to go crystal shopping that you should pick whichever crystal you feel called to pick. So whatever you feel called to pick, or whatever catches your eye, or you like the certain shape or the way that a certain crystal feels, that is the crystal for you. So I ended up getting 2 rose quartz crystals from Yeye's Botanica, and these crystals are actually, I forgot what she said about them, or like what the name for it was, but she said basically with these rose quartz crystals, if you put them in water or any type of solution, they'll disintegrate, which is, I mean, it's still a crystal at the end of the day, right? But that's not really what I was going for. But, you know, I was so unexperienced at the time that I didn't really know. And I was just kind of like, okay, well, a crystal is a crystal, right? Yeah. So these are, you can get the water-soluble crystals. And these actually work better if you're doing crystal magic. That is what these crystals will be for. So that they can, you know, dissolve in whatever solution or mixture, concoction you have going on. But yeah, the good thing is I also have another rose quartz crystal that came in a crystal set, and this one does not dissolve in water. So now I'm going to get into the crystal set that I received, and I'll talk about all the different crystals in my possession, okay? So my birthday passed in July, and I had told my sister, like, I'm starting a new spiritual journey, and like there's just certain things that I'm gonna need, etc., etc. And she really listened, and this is like one of the best birthday gifts I could have received, because you know how when you're on a certain path and you tell someone something and you're hoping that they're listening, but you don't really know if they're actually listening or like going to like really like support or ask how it's going. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, my sister really came through for my birthday. So this is my spell book that I use. It has all different type of things going on in this spell book, okay? But this is my special book. And so my sister, she bought me an intuitively chosen raw crystal set from Crystals and Creations. So she got this from Crystals and Creations on Etsy, if you guys are wondering. And it's intuitively chosen. So I guess the girl who chooses your crystals for you, she just wants to learn a little bit more about what you have going on in your life. That way she can intuitively choose which crystals will aid you in your journey. So I think my sister mentioned to her that like I was on a new spiritual journey and wanting to connect more with God and kind of starting a new religion and things of that nature. So in the set I received 6 crystals. I got rose quartz, I got apatite blue. So there's different types of apatite crystals. I know there's a blue and a green, but I have the blue one. And then I also have calcite, which is green, and this calcite also comes in different colors as well. And then I have clear quartz, which is like rose quartz, but you know, clear quartz. It's just a different version of quartz. And then I also got amethyst, which a lot of you have probably seen before. Amethyst is a super pretty crystal that's, you know, regularly circulates in the public. And then I named this as a mystery crystal, but I found out that this is lavender or quartz, okay? And yeah, shout out to Google for helping me identify what this crystal is. Alright, so basically in the packaging that it comes with a pamphlet that shows you what each crystal does, what the crystal is about, but I can't find mine, so that's why I had to go and look up what this crystal was, because I couldn't find it on the pamphlet that she sent with the crystals. Alright, so now I'm going to get into what each of these crystals specifically does, because each crystal has a specific job. They do not all do the same thing. So first I'm going to talk about my rose quartz crystal. Alright, so starting with rose quartz. So rose quartz is used for peace, love, creativity, and goddess energy. So if you want to channel your inner goddess energy or your creativity, or you're just feeling like you need a little bit more love and peace in your life, that is what you would use rose quartz for. Also, I heard that keeping a piece of rose quartz in your bra, or like when you're going out, that really helps, especially like a night out, or like you're really feeling really feminine and you want your goddess energy shining through. Put a little piece of rose quartz in your bra and keep it there for the night. So next we're going to talk about apatite, and this is apatite blue. And apatite blue is the stone of the future. It clears mental confusion and awakens the inner self, intellect, and intuition. That's apatite. Calcite. So this is calcite green, and calcite green promotes the release of negative patterns, fosters forgiveness, renews purpose, and aligns the heart and mind. Okay? Wow, that's beautiful. Like, I'm telling you guys, these crystals do beautiful healing work, okay? So let's go over that again. Calcite promotes the release of negative patterns, fosters forgiveness, renews purpose, and aligns the heart and mind, okay? So that is calcite green. The next crystal we're going to get into is my clear quartz. And clear quartz balances your energy field. Okay, balances your energy field. It gives you mental clarity. It gives you inner peace. It amplifies the energy of the other stones. Okay, so there are some crystals that are used to amplify the energy of other stones, which means to make the energy of other stones greater or more powerful. So this aids other stones, but it also has its own purpose as well, such as balancing your energy fields and giving you mental clarity and inner peace. Okay, that's clear quartz. And let's see, the next crystal we're going to get into amethyst, and this is like a really commonly known crystal. People just have some amethyst in their house just because it looks good. Okay, so amethyst is the stone of spirituality and contentment. It releases negativities and aids in your decision making. So amethyst is the stone of spirituality and contentment, and it releases you of negativities and aids in decision making. My iridescent crystal is lavender aura quartz, and this gives you a feeling of spiritual wholeness. It expands your consciousness and heals your physical and spiritual body with extraordinary high vibration. So this has an extraordinarily high vibration. Even though it's the smallest of the crystals that I have, it has the highest vibration. Okay, so one more time, it gives you the feeling of spiritual wholeness. It expands your consciousness, heals your physical and spiritual body with an extraordinarily high vibration. Okay, lavender aura quartz. And like when you think about it, these were used back in the day to heal people naturally, you guys. Like, don't think that what we see today is it. Like, there's stuff has been used for centuries. Okay, for centuries. The reality that we have right now is so like surface level, and things are so much deeper than what we actually know. Educate. Educate yourself. All right, and so the last crystal I'm getting into is my most powerful crystal, and honestly it looks the most powerful. Like, this crystal is intimidating. Like, if you see me coming at you with this, swinging this thing, you better run. Okay, so this crystal actually did not come in my crystal set that my sister got me. This one was actually gifted to me by somebody else on my birthday, and like, wow, literally one of the best gifts. Okay, all right, so this is my black tourmaline crystal. This is a big time energy purifier in the world of healing crystals, like a daily disinfectant for the soul. It's a bodyguard stone that provides protection and elimination of negative energy. It's one of the most effective crystals for anxiety. It absorbs electromagnetic radiation, and you should carry it on your person. So this one, you should carry it in your purse, in your bag, in your bra, wherever it will fit. Keep this on you. Okay, black tourmaline absorbs all the negative energy that surrounds it. That's why it's important to cleanse it on a daily basis to access its full potential. Okay, so if you come into contact with someone whose energy is not right, before their energy even hits you, or before your body can absorb that negative energy from someone else, your crystal got you, baby. Your crystal is going to absorb it and take that negative, it's going to take that hit for you, basically. Okay, so this says it should be carried on your person, and it absorbs all the negative energy that surrounds it. It's the most effective crystal for anxiety, and I feel like anxiety is what has got this generation, or just anxiety is like number one right now. Like, everybody is anxious. Okay, there's just so much going on. So yes, I love my black tourmaline crystal. Literally one of the best gifts I could have ever gotten. Honestly, I love all of my crystals, and I'm just so thankful that I got into crystals and meditating with them and using them to just heal my emotional and mental state. You know what I'm saying? We all have things we can work on and things that we can be better in, and I think using natural remedies instead of going and getting a prescription for something that might not even be anything, you know what I'm saying? Try the crystals first, you know? So yeah, those are all the crystals that I use. I use them to manifest. I use them to align my chakras. My most common way to use them is to meditate with them. So you can meditate as long as you want. It can be 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, however long you want to meditate, or you feel like you need to meditate, do that. I just place my crystals next to me, and I just help them to guide me and to center me and to, you know, take away any negative thoughts, to give me more inner peace, or to help me feel more goddess-like. Whatever it is, my crystals are doing that for me, and I feel so much more awakened and so much more centered and so much less anxious than I have been, especially in the pandemic and when quarantine was heavy. All right, so yeah, if you guys want to see more crystal videos, or want me to do like more like kind of like spirituality videos, or like things I just use to center myself, comment below and let me know. I can definitely do another video on how I cleanse and charge and energize my crystals and crystal jewelry and things of that nature. So definitely let me know, guys. I could make this video longer, but I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a lot different, and I really enjoyed making this video.